Over the next 2 years, the government is offering a total of $6 million to communities and municipalities and Indigenous communities that want to conduct an independent feasibility study. Successful applicants can receive up to $30,000 for each community towards developing a feasibility study that will help them examine local public safety needs and gaps, capital requirements, and transition considerations. The feasibility study will also outline potential models that will best serve the community, which may include a local self-administered police service, possibly a regional policing, additional law enforcement supports, or the status quo. Following the independent study, the provincial government will work with the community on their decision to proceed with the model that serves them best. We received 13 applications from across the province, and ministry officials have heard additional communities are interested in applying. The intent of these grants is to give communities like St. Albert the tools and the information to make an informed decision about what's best for them.
You know, $30,000 is a good start. You know, I'm not sure it's going to cover the entire bill, but of course the communities are willing to put in what they are required to contribute to this conversation too. And then we really need to have a conversation as also about regional policing, as the minister mentioned. I'm in the region of Edmonton. There's also the giant region down south in Calgary. We have communities surrounding those two major cities that have, Edmonton and Calgary have municipal forces, but most of us surrounding it have RCMP. Does not make sense for Leduc, Spruce Grove, and St. Albert, and maybe Fort Saskatchewan to have individual municipal services. So we would very much welcome the opportunity to pool this money, and we have been given the okay on that one, to have that conversation. I think for many of us, we are waiting to see what the federal government does with contract policing and RCMP. But for us, our priorities are always going to be autonomy and oversight over our local policing. We want good value for the dollars that we are spending on policing, and first and foremost, we want quality police services in our community that meets our individual needs.
Our support for these local policing initiatives have led some people to wrongly suggest that the government is abandoning the exploration of an Alberta Police Service. So let me be clear, let me say this again, the provincial government hasn't made any decision about the Alberta Police Service. Alberta's government still believes it's prudent for the province to weigh all its public safety options. This is particularly important considering the federal government has given many signals that there could be significant changes to the RCMP contract policing right across Canada when the current agreement expires in 2032. Be true. So it's time to look for new innovative policing solutions for communities right across this province. This is part of the necessary paradigm shift that I've talked about for quite some time, which is no longer will police services be seen and used as an arm of the state. Rather, they must be an extension or actually a reflection of the communities that they serve. Alberta's government is giving communities the tools to keep moving in this direction, to keep the public safe and ensure that Albertans and their families feel secure in their homes and communities, at work or on the road.